peace be upon you, my dear students. In the name of Allah, the most gracious and most merciful, we'll start our passage about squirrels, its comprehension. In this passage, the title of the passage is Squirrels. Okay, squirrels are kind of animals. Okay, squirrels are exciting. Okay, are beautiful. Attract you to play with, but we will see that can you touch them while playing or not. Squirrels are exciting in the summer. We have here seasons, in the summer and in winter time. What do they do in both seasons? In the summer they run around right after the sun comes up. When the sun comes up at dawn early, they run around. In the afternoon, the squirrels go back to their nests. Nest equals what? Homes, like our homes, their homes. Okay? They take naps. When in the afternoon, they take naps. Naps means they sleep in the afternoon. When you sleep in the afternoon for 1 hour or 2 hours, it means that you take nap. 2 hours before the sun goes down. Of course, we know the sun goes down at 6 o'clock. 2 hours before the sun goes down means at 4. Okay, they get up. Okay, and run around again. There, after the sun comes up, they run around, and before the sun goes down, they get up and run around again. When it's dark outside at night, they stay inside their nests. So in the summer, just they run around when the sun comes up and before the sun goes down, and take naps in the afternoon. That's all what they do in the summer. But here squirrels are busiest of all in the winter time. What do? Do they run around like in the summer? No, they run fast. They make turns in the air. And squirrels jump from tree branch to tree branch. They run all morning until lunch. And after lunch they go back to their nest to rest again. When in the winter time, so they are busy all the time, run and make turns in the air and jump from tree branch to tree branch. What do you notice here? In which season, in the summer or in the winter, they are busy, they are active? Do you see here? Of course, in the winter time. After lunch they go back to their nests to rest again. When the weather is bad, they do not leave their nests. However, they do not hibernate or sleep all winter. What's the meaning of hibernate? Hibernate, sleep all winter. Hibernate, some animals hibernate in the winter. They rest all the time in their nests. Squirrels have eyes where? On the top of their heads. Unlike us, these eyes help them to do what? To see objects without having to turn their heads. Like if there is something behind them, they do not need to turn back. Why? Because their eyes on the top of their heads. On the top of their heads means they can see in front of them and they can see behind them at the same time. These eyes are difficult to do. They make it hard for the squirrel when it is eating. Why? Because, why? Tell me why. They make it hard for them when it's eating. Because the squirrel's eyes are busy watching for enemies or danger. They are watching. Their eyes only for watching enemies and danger. They do not pay attention to what they are eating. Why? Why? Because they are so busy watching for danger only. They use their eyes to watch for danger on enemies. They are very careful. Male squirrels, the opposite of male, of course, female. Male squirrels keep themselves very clean. The male squirrels cleans himself more times than the female squirrel. He keeps cleaning himself all day long. Be careful when you play in the park. When you play in the park, and you will see squirrels, of course. Squirrels are beautiful to watch. Okay? But they are not safe to touch. Don't touch them. If you try and feed one from your hand, you put food on your hand and try to feed one, you could get bitten. Okay? Enjoy them from a distance. Okay? Okay, let's go and answer some questions about this article or passage. In which season is the squirrel most active? I told you before, in the summer. Of course, they mentioned summer and winter only. They didn't mention fall or spring. So cancel D, cancel C. Choose from summer and winter. Of course, in the winter they are very active. Letter 2. Using the context clues in the passage, the word enemies most likely means. What the meaning of enemies? Of course, not girls, not boys, not friends. Threats. Threats. Letter C. Number 3. The author's purpose for this passage is. What is the purpose? What the main idea for the author to write this article? To entertain, amuse, to inform, some information, to tell you what a squirrel feels like. Did he talk about feeling? To persuade you, no, of course, to inform you some information about squirrels. The answer is letter B. Number 4. According to this passage, what would be the danger of hand feeding a squirrel? What would happen to your hand when you feed or give food to a squirrel? You could attract other squirrels? Of course no. You could contract disease? No. You will have to take him home. You might get bitten. Let's go to the passage. Yes, here he mentioned if you try and feed one from your hand, you could get bitten. You could get bitten. So the best answer is letter D. You might get bitten. You might get bitten. Okay. So I hope you enjoyed this passage and the explanation. Thank you for listening and goodbye.